Hey guys, today I'm going to be talking about different ways to train so that hopefully you can find a way to train in the gym that you really enjoy and that keeps you coming back and actually staying motivated to train for the long term. I'm Anika and I'm a certified personal trainer, and today I want to share with you loads of different ways to train that you might not even know existed, because a lot of the stuff you see about gym is heavy lifting, staying in one place, building muscle, or just exercising on cardio just to lose weight. Now, they're all a really good idea, right? They're all pretty effective. If you want to get really, really strong, you have to do these kind of solid movements. If you want to get bigger muscles, you're going to have to train for it, but it's not the only way to get fit. And I'm really passionate about this because I see a lot of people that say they don't like the gym, but maybe they just don't like one style of training and maybe they don't know about anything else. So I thought I'd share that with you so you can have a full picture before you decide if you do or don't like the gym. So the first thing we need to consider is your goal for going to the gym. So what is the reason for you going to the gym? Are you chasing a specific performance goal? Like, do you want to run faster? Do you want to run a marathon? Do you want to get better at your sport? Maybe you play football, or you want to improve your fitness and you're really keen on rowing and you want to, get faster at rowing 10k or something like that. That would be like a performance goal, and I would include in this like powerlifting, like wanting to get really, really strong. Then you've got things like aesthetic goals, so that's like wanting to lose weight, wanting to gain muscle, maybe some combination of those two. Maybe you have like a specific body part that you'd like to enhance through training. I have to say, actually, me and the girls I train, we want that whole body, so we want that whole like building muscle all over the body, and that can be really good fun. And then the last one is health seeking goals. So you might say like, oh, I want to run around with my kids, I want to be able to get up the stairs without being out of breath, I don't want knee pain anymore, I want to age really gracefully. All of these things are kind of goals for going to the gym, and it's really important to know roughly which one you have before you start the gym. Now, if you don't have a specific goal, that's fine. Your goal is just to enjoy the gym probably, or just to be a bit healthier. That's a goal in itself, and that is totally fine. That's enough motivation, because then we can start looking for things that you want to do. Now, in my experience, most people actually have a combination of these goals. So most people probably have maybe an ache or pain from sitting down at a desk. Maybe they want to run around with their kids. Maybe they also would like to lose a bit of weight, and they're like, yeah, I fancy running a 10k. So that's an example of having a lot of different goals, but they're not massively different. It's not like saying, I want to run a marathon and also be really strong as a powerlifter, an elite powerlifter, and I also want to be as skinny as I can. They're the kind of competing goals. They're kind of all a bit different. So most people, I find, sit in kind of a middle ground where they have a combination of those three goals, but they generally just want to enjoy training and be a bit healthier. This is really good news because it means there's so many different types of training available to you. For today, I don't really want you to worry about which type of training is specifically good for what, which one is the best for muscle building, or which one is the best for this. Today I want you to just explore different types of training. Today I want to see if you can discover a few different types of training and see if there's one you might want to try. Trust me on this one, unless you have like a very specific performance goal, like you want to be pro in football or something like that, if you can find something you enjoy, you're going to be way more likely to come back to the gym and be consistent, because you actually want to go and you're not forcing yourself to do something that you just don't really get or you don't really enjoy. So you can mix in different styles of training. You can use different equipment, you can use a variety of movements, different directions, speeds, all that sort of thing, and I'd encourage you to do so. So let's look at traditional muscle building hypertrophy day. You're going to probably be doing about between 6 to 12 reps. As a beginner, I'd probably stick between the 10 to 12 reps. About 3 to 5 sets. As a beginner, again, you can start with 3 sets, but as you get more advanced, you might build up to like 5 or more sets. This is like high volume, so you want to be doing a lot. Obviously, a lot is relative to the person. So as you're starting out, you might pick 6 exercises for your upper body, and you might do 4 sets of 10 reps, and that will be a really good, well-rounded program to get started. The type of equipment you're going to be using for this sort of workout is going to be most likely barbells, dumbbells, machines, and cables. So you want the effort to be repeatable, as in you want to do the same technique over and over again. You're probably not going to be like jumping around and running around and hitting medicine balls at the wall and like doing loads of explosive movements. it's more about focusing on how the muscle feels and getting good engagement with the muscle and moving it then through a full range of motion. And you want to kind of have a good speed where you can feel the contraction of the muscle happening. So you can feel the muscle actually working, and it's not about how fast or how explosive, it's more about how well can we feel the muscle and how much can we lift in that rep range of 10 reps. So then you could look at a strength day. Now, I would probably stay away from this until you're a bit more advanced, because your body needs time to actually lay down a foundation of muscle tissue before you start throwing really heavy weights at it. But essentially this is going to look quite similar to your hypertrophy day, or your muscle building day, in that you're going to be using barbells, dumbbells, cables, machines, and it's going to be focused on the weight that you're lifting. This is probably going to be, well, it's definitely going to be lower reps. So you're probably in like that between 1 to 6 rep range, and it's about how much weight can I lift, and then you're going to rest for a bit longer. So this is the sort of training that isn't going to get you like fit, but it's going to get you stronger. You probably gain a bit of muscle. Your focus is on lifting as much as you can. You could try and lift explosively, different phases for different things, but essentially if you went for like a 4 times 5 reps, 4 sets, 5 reps with 3 minutes rest in between each step, then you'd be, 4 to 6 exercises, you'd be pretty well set up to get a lot stronger. Then you've got an all-out cardio day. So this would be like going for a run, going on the treadmill for a run, going on a rower, or you could do intervals of this cardio equipment. So you could have like 5 minutes on the rower, 1 minute of squats, 1 minute of press-ups, and then do it all again, something like that. So you're working on the heart rate being up, so you want to be breathing a lot, you want to be sweating, you want to be getting out of breath, and this is really to get you fit rather than strong. So you're focusing on not having as much rest, and you're focusing on getting active and kind of making sure that you're using your lungs and your heart to pump the blood around your body, and that's what's going to get you the fitness. So if you wanted to focus on power or explosiveness, you're probably going to take a little bit from that strength day. You'll make it a bit lighter, so you're still staying low with the reps, so you're still staying probably below like 5 reps, definitely below 8 reps or so, and you want to do everything as fast as possible. So it's going to be that quick change of pace. You're probably going to be doing change of direction stuff and speed work. You're probably going to be moving in different directions, so you'll move sideways, and you'll use probably some other equipment like medicine balls, kettlebells, things that allow you to use that speed and explosive power. Something like a barbell can be good for this. Some machines can be really good for this, but definitely some of the equipment that you wouldn't use for your hypertrophy days could be really, really a good addition to this. Lots of jumping, lots of sprinting, and explosive movements for the upper body and the lower body. Again, you want to take a lot of rest with this style of training, that 2 minutes or so, and the focus here is speed and power rather than how much weight can I lift or how many reps can I do. It's the quality and the speed and the intention behind each exercise that you do. You could look into learning different skills, so you might want to learn how to do the splits or learn how to do handstands, Olympic lifting, or even practicing a skill for your sport. You probably wouldn't do that in the gym, but same kind of idea where we're focusing on our brain and our coordination and the link between the different parts of the body, reactions and that sort of thing. So you're more focused on the technique and the complexity of it. It's probably something that where you need to break things down into separate exercises, and then you bring that all together, which makes the overall exercise that you're trying to get better at a lot smoother, and since you've practiced the individual parts, it builds it into a stronger overall movement. This type of training varies massively across different disciplines, right? So you may have a gymnastics workout where you're doing one thing for like 2 minutes, or you may have reps and sets of low reps, high reps. Really depends on the skill you're trying to learn. I just want to broaden your ideas of what training can look like. It can look fun, it can look different, all things that you can explore. Next, then, you might want to do a circuit day. So this will be having a few different exercises and a few different pieces of equipment, and you'll rotate between them, usually on a timer or with a certain amount of reps, and you'd rest after that's all done. So for example, you might have an explosive movement, then you might have a lower body movement, an upper body movement, and a cardio movement. You might link them all together, all four. Let's say you do 30 seconds on each and then rest for a minute, or let's say you do 10 reps on each and then you rest for a minute. This is a good way to hit all bases. So you're going to get stronger, you're going to get fitter, and you're going to get a kind of general fitness effect. So there's how I'd approach a few different styles of training. It is by all means not the only ways to train. There are 1,000,001 ways to train. Trust me, I've been studying it for years, and you still never run out of ideas and learning new things. But it's a really cool way to open up your eyes to a few more different styles of training. Maybe give one of them a try, and let me know how you get on. You can leave a comment or send me a message on Instagram. Either way, I'd love to hear how you're getting on with this new style of training and help you with any questions and problems that you have.